In this video, we will see how mathematical expressions can be used and written in C programming language, what are basic operators and data types. First of all, variable naming rules. Now here you should understand that the first rule for declaring a variable or giving a name to a variable is this. What does this mean? The first pair of square brackets tells us that first letter of any identifier or a variable name has to be one of these 53 letters or characters, underscore, and then any one of uppercase letters, 26 uppercase letters, and any one of 26 lowercase letters, any one of them. So you can start a name or identifier or variable name by making use of underscore as first letter, or capital A, capital B, or any of these 26, or any of these 26. So total 53 options are there, followed by a string of length 0 or more. This star means the 0 or more occurrences of. What does it mean? Any string of any length including 0 length made up of underscore, 52 uppercase letters, 52 lowercase letters, and 10 digit symbols. So any string including null string. So this is the rule for naming any variable in C programming language. Then there must be no space in the name of a variable. Declare only once in a scope. You are not allowed to redeclare a variable in the same scope. Then declare before first use. Before you use a variable, it has to be declared. Now comes comments. This pair of two letters, that is /* and */. So this mechanism is used to declare single line or multi-line comments. Okay, earlier this pair of / letters was not used for single line comment. It has been perhaps taken from C++. So double / is used to specify a single line comment. Compiler skips the comments from source file before starting the compilation. Now let us see basic data types. There are a number of data types, built-in data types and user-defined data types. So we'll look other data types in some other video. Basically, we deal with three types of data. One is character, char we call it, for character or character strings. Int for integer variable, positive or negative. Float for real number variable, which can be positive or negative. Now declaration. The sample declarations are given here. Char, str, opening bracket, closing bracket, assignment operator, within double quotes, A, B, C, capital A, B, C, semicolon. So this is one of the examples of declaring a string constant for character string constant. Int, ABC, semicolon. So here it declares ABC as an integer variable. Okay. Float, XYZ, semicolon. So here XYZ is variable for real number. You can declare more than one variable of same type by making use of a semicolon, comma as delimiter. So int I, j, k, this declares three variables of type integer. Now let us see some basic operators. There are a number of operators, arithmetic, logical, etc. We'll look at only 5 most commonly used in the initial days of C programming. This is the assignment operator. We call it equal to sign, but this is referred to as assignment operator. This is normal plus addition operator. This is minus symbol, which is for subtraction. Star is for multiplication, and forward slash for division. It can integer, a division can be integer or real division. Now the expressions. Any constant is an expression, or a variable name is also an expression. For example, ABC. ABC might be a variable of any type. If it is written just ABC, it means it is an expression or some numerical value, maybe 5.2. Next is expression enclosed within parentheses. These two, pair of parentheses. Any expression enclosed within parentheses is also an expression. Example, some ABC expression which is enclosed within parentheses. This is also an expression. Similarly, for expression followed by any operator, mathematical operator, followed by expression is also referred to as an expression. For example, it is ABC plus 5.2. ABC in its own right is an expression, plus is an operator, 5.2 is also an expression, so is ABC plus 5.2. Now let us see some example declaration. Okay, int I. Now here I is a single integer variable with random value. That random value can be negative or positive, any random value, but that value would be limited by the definition, I mean maximum possible integer defined by the compiler under implementation. Float f1 comma f2 semicolon, multiple float variables, so there are two float variables with random values assigned. Here this is the way we can declare as well as initialize the variable. So here I is an integer variable which has been assigned initial value of 5. We can declare and initialize more than one variable in same statement like this. Float space f1 equal to, that is assignment operator, 10.3 comma f2 equal to 15 semicolon. So here we have declared and initialized two floating point variable, floating real variables. Now let us see simplest possible statement, which is referred to as assignment statement. So what is required is placeholder, that is name of a variable which has been declared, which occupies some space. Assignment operator followed by some expression. Now for example, we can write ABC equal to I star 5 forward slash xyz semicolon. So it means ABC must have been a name of a variable of some type. It may be integer, real, or whatever. But one thing is to be remembered, the data types of both sides of assignment operator must match. It means in this example, if all of them evaluate to an integer, then ABC must have been declared as variable of type int, or if it is float, on both the sides we must have float. Okay. Now for printing, you can see my video number 13 of my YouTube channel for basic printing and escape sequences, which I have already uploaded. This example, printf %d\ni for printing value of integer variable or expression. So in place of this I, you can write any expression which evaluates to an integer. So D is used for printing decimal integer. Okay, %f is for printing floating point values or real variable or expression. So f1 must have been declared and assigned floating point number. %s for character strings. So here the name of the variable, it will print the entire character string onto the monitor. Then we can print more than one variables of different kinds in the same single printf function call, like this: %d for decimal integer, %f for floating point number, %s for string. So I must be of type integer, f1 must be of type floating point float, and name must be of type character array or character string. What does it mean? It means these must match. So within the form, we call it a format string. Within double quotes, after first double quotes within printf function. So this we call it a format string. It will print this. So I must be of type %d, f1 must be of type %f, that is floating point number float, and s %s, it means name must be of type character string. So now let us see a working example of writing expressions by making use of various operators and values, numerical values. I have already written a program which is displayed on the right hand side. Okay, and let me execute the program. This is the output. Okay, now if I want to go to right hand side, you can see here I have did this program compute simple expressions with basic operators. This is the standard way of declaring or hash including the standard input output header file. So int I have declared one integer variable and I have initialized it with some value. Now when I say printf %d \n I, due to %n, after printing the value of this integer I, it will go, cursor will go to the first column of the next line. So now you can see here on the left hand side, left pane, it is 10. Now similarly, I have declared one integer variable k with a negative number. So now here the use of single line comment, here is the use of multi-line comment declared just before first use. Before using k, I have just declared it. Earlier, we had to declare, in older C compiler, we had to declare all variables before any executable statement. But now that condition has been relaxed. So here it prints the value k, which is a negative number. So you can see here it has printed -20. Float 4.3. Now it prints %f f 4.3 with some number of 0. By default, you would find that the precision is 6 places after decimal point. Okay, in some other video, you'll see how we can change the number of decimal points, digits after decimal point, and so. Now, one thing to note: if you write only 6 or 4, it will be treated as integer. But if you write just 6 point or 0.4 without preceding it by 0 or no digit after decimal point, still it will be treated as a float or a real number. Now, next one is, now you can see here, this one. This is important. Printf %d \n 5/2. None of them, numerator as well as denominator, none of them is a real number, floating point number. So result would be integer division. It means only the quotient would be the value which will be printed. So it is 2. So now you can see here it has been printed as 2 on the left hand side. So this is the result. Now printf %f \n 5. Now you can see here I have written 5 points. So this becomes real number. So now it will give you the real number output, which is nothing but 2.5. You can see here. Another example statement is, for example, here it is g equal to 2.7. I can print more than one value by making use of single printf statement. And note here, with %f, and if you write any escape character, escape sequence, tab or \n or vertical tab or form feed or backspace character or single space character, they will be reflected on the monitor in the output. So %f, it will print the real number corresponding to f, followed by a space and followed by the value of next floating point number or variable, which is g here. Okay, so now you can see here, it is the, on the left hand side, you see this goes as this one. Okay, now how to write the expression? Next line is this one, some arbitrary. I am using parenthesis because we know that this is an expression. Name of the variable I star k, it is an expression. Within the parenthesis, I have written I star k, it is an expression. Plus k minus j is also an expression. And this is the way we can write. So /f, since f is of type floating point number, so result would be a real number. So here we can see when we have I have printed, this will be these two values, 4.3 and 2.7 respectively. The last one is character str within square brackets. Whatever I write, learn space c, I write printf %s \n str return 0. So now you can see here, this is the value printed. Okay. So what is the so in this video what we have seen is how we can write mathematical expressions by making use of different mathematical operators, and print f function can be used to print the various values. For 5 basic operators we have seen, 4 for arithmetic operations and 1 assignment operator for assigning, and a single printf function which is defined in standard library. That is all in this video. Thanks for watching.